I'm either going to prime this with matte medium or gesso. I'm thinking matte medium. It'll be nice and smooth. Yeah, matte medium. You can use gesso too, but I'm just going to use matte medium. I don't know why, because I feel like it. Okay, I want to prime this page because I'm going to be adding acrylics to it. There we go. I should have turned the volume off. I'm sorry if you hear my phone cha-chinging. I didn't silence my phone because I figured, no big deal. I'll be done quick. Okay. Sometimes I have to turn that fan off behind me because it will dry fast. Everything will dry fast. Do I have to prime? No. But the paints are going to soak right into the paper, and I don't want them to soak right in. I want to be able to blend them. So that's where you get that blotchy, like it looks like it's not blending in type thing. Did I say red, white, and blue or red, white, and blue? I'm going to go red, white, and blue. That's what I said. So you don't have to, but if you use the paints right on top, if you use the paints right on top without any type of blender or binder, it's literally going to just soak right in, and it tends to get blotchy in red. And I'm just going to leave the matte medium on there. Okay. I poured way too much paint out. Usually I'm painting larger surfaces. Get a little towel. Okay, and then I'm gonna skip out. I'm trying to use the same brush because I'm gonna go right up to the blue. And yes, it's still wet, but see how it's just gliding along the top? Also, it really helps that tape stick down. Okay, and I'll decide how far down I'm going. Okay, I like the darker blue on top. All right, I'm debating of bringing this red up just a hair, so I'm going to go back in, start at the bottom. Oh yeah, and I'm just going to blend. Good, just going to blend it in. So nice. Not getting blotchy, just kind of sticking. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'll bring that blue, the stormy, down. That matte medium is just going to, there we go. Dries clear. I'm not going to see it. Now, if I would have used gesso, that would have been a little different. I would have let that dry because it would have been white mixing in. But this dries clear. Okay, that white. Now I'm going to go in with the white. On top of the white. And you can decide, but this is where that blending comes in. There we go. And get that nice smooth transition. Okay, I'm going to go into the, oh shit, oh shoot, sorry, don't swear. Your mother said don't ever swear. Okay. And then I go back into the blue. And you see, I'm just going to blend this until, oh, she's so beautiful. Okay, I'm doing the same thing with the red, and I'm going to come in with the white, and I'm just going to blend until you get this nice transition. Wait till if you're coming here for the retreat, just keep in mind I'm a human. And my mother will be here, who will look at me cross-eyed. Look at that. So look at how just smooth it just has gone. Now, if I would have put that on just on the raw paper, it would have like just gone right in there. But because I had that matte medium over the top, oh my God. Like, look at how smooth she is. And if you feel like you want it a little darker around the edge, by golly, I have two little like crumbs there. Come on, what are you doing there? You're messing up my painting. Okay. There we go, and just go down. There we go. Are we happy, or are we just gonna mess with this until I mess? Oh, see, until I mess it up because I got blue paint on there. I tell you what, there is something about me where I just can't not touch things. You know how like your mom says, don't touch that, and you're like, she doesn't really mean that. She just kind of means it. I still love it. There we go. Looks good to me. We're going to want this to dry. I don't know what I'm doing. Like that just hit me. Trying to decide. I feel like some stars should be involved. Oh yeah, some stars should be involved. Yes. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Where did you come from? Why were you sitting on the sidelines? I always love when people say, did you really not know what you were doing before you started? Yeah. All right, this comes in a duo pack. So I do have these. This is kind of, I love that. I literally feel like singing, you're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag. I won't, but. So I just added this to the shop. I use this all the time, and everybody was saying they were having a hard time getting it. Extreme Sheen, I ordered a bunch of colors. It's metallic, it's acrylic. It goes on like a like just amazing. So just make sure you shake it up. And I don't know what I'm doing. Let me think. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta like stop. Okay. Ooh. Hold on. I'm gonna skip this for now because I can come back in and add that later. And I know I want my design to be black, possibly white. And don't ask me to draw a star because stars and I, even though I've doodled them and practiced them, we don't seem to get along. I'm gonna make this a very patriotic floral piece. A very patriotic floral piece, and if you guys haven't seen this, I use this all the time. It's a little foam detailer on my website. I'm going to use this for some dots. Okay. Okay, that's the middle. This is acrylic paint with a liner brush. And I am just gonna come in, sorry, I'm not viewing the comments, so if you gave me 12 ideas, I just had a little one pop in my head. Okay. Sometimes that's all it needs is, ooh. And then I'm gonna take a stencil brush, which I also have those. Okay, doesn't have to be this, but sometimes it makes like, so the stencil brush, I'm just brushing on a little bit of paint, not a ton. You can decide. And then I'm gonna come in and just, like, these are gonna be very whimsical little, I just got in a bunch of paint markers, Posca paint markers in white and blue, white and black. My plan will be to add those as well. So if you're not comfortable with a very thin liner brush, which yes, I included in my paint brush sets, you can go ahead and just use a Posca paint pen or a black Sharpie. A black Sharpie would be fine on this. I mean, and you notice I'm just going over we're just giving it a little bit like that. Red and blue stars. Sorry, I did not read what that was regarding, so I'm sorry if I just started. Okay, now obviously we have to have a couple of leaves off this guy, right? I love it when I just go big, because sometimes it just goes small. This, so the more pressure, this little foam detailer, I don't know what it is, but it just does great things for me. Gives me the best little dots. I use it straight up and down. The more pressure, the bigger the dot. And it's really not the purpose. It's meant for pastels, I think, but that doesn't matter to me because they're my art supplies and I'll use them how I want them. Washes off, I've reused the same one every time. And yes, I tend to work right off onto the tape. We might not have room for a stencil tonight if I keep going. We're just going crazy. I have to have gold on it though. So if you're a member of your Artful Journey, all of those little lessons that we've done with a liner brush, this is where that comes into play because I'm using hardly any pressure and I reload the brush. I'll reload and come in, but see how that brush is straight up and down? And I know I'll get some comment that says, I could hardly see what you were doing because your brush was up, straight up and down. Well, sometimes it's necessary to go with the way it works best. Isn't it just like a simple little background? I mean, this is my mood. I'm inspired by what I'm wearing. I'm inspired by the holiday coming up. And I can see myself trying. I can see myself trying to fit some of those stars in there, but I don't know. I should have done it in the background, but I wasn't really thinking that through. You know me. It's okay. I really do like this flower with all of the I just got hydrangeas, and I love hydrangeas because like the flowers or the leaves like frame out the flowers, so they're sitting behind me. I realize living in North Carolina now, I can get peonies and hydrangeas, which were really hard to find in California. Auntie Tina, who is getting the journal. Auntie Tina. Is her name Auntie Tina? Is it my? Is it my Aunt Tina? If it is, she's risen. She's risen. Okay. I'll have to look. Now, I don't know if I can be that good to try and put gold stars with a stencil in here. I love it that's Auntie Tina. If it's my Auntie Tina, this is absolutely a miracle. I mean, oh, Chris Santia. Thank God, I was feeling kind of bad there. Please, everybody, my Aunt Tina was fantastic. Okay, I'm debating on what I'm doing, so just let me see this through, because now my Aunt Tina is buying this. Chris Santina, thank you. Okay, this is a Ranger ink pad that I've beaten all to heck, but I'm just gonna come in here. This is, make sure you're dry here. That was the name of my store. I love it. I wonder how good I could be if I could. Now, I'm just coming around the edge here. Just make sure your paint's dry. Don't. I plan on darkening up anyway right there, but. Okay. I don't know how possible this is, but I am gonna take a very dry brush with some gold paint. I'm just gonna see if I can faintly get some stars in there. Faintly. I hope I'm on, because there is gonna be more gold in here. And I'm literally gonna be going, in the negative type space, so you're not going to see it on the white as much as you will see it on the secret to a stencil and paint. Don't use a lot of paint. Okay, that's the secret. When I teach this in a classroom, it's like a herd of elephants are going through. Oh yeah. Okay, very faint. Very faint. Especially on these little guys, you know, and don't worry, if you get into the flower or whatever, you'll see more of this. Don't worry. I'll just paint right over it. People always say to me, oh my God, the paint went right. I can't see anything. Well, we're just gonna guesstimate where this is going. You're gonna see more up in this corner than you will, but I can't tell where the flowers begin and the flowers end, so. It's okay. I wanted it to be subtle, not super loud. Yeah, I wanted a little bit of that. A little bit of Tina in my life. Okay. And again, if you get it into the flower or you don't want it where it is, just do this. Just go back, make some new lines. You're never going to know. Because we're going to come in with gold anyway, but I didn't plan on that to be there, so that's not a big deal. I always love when I'm just making new lines, new things. Oh. I'm all about the subtle. Okay. This one, the stars get smaller, so I'm just using the So I brush it and I just tap off a majority. Kind of subtle, just used around the border. I just don't need it everywhere. But I do want to add some more gold. Okay, I'm going to add more gold. Okay, where is the gold? Oh, this is the 24 karat gold, by the way. Just got this in. And it is the extreme sheen. I think there's nothing that really matches this in metallic paints. Nothing that I've seen. Sorry, I gotta put my foot up. And you'll just start seeing me start to add a little more depth around the edges of things. Okay. Start rinsing off some of my brushes. Just kind of keeping it loose. Okay. I am going to now ruin it. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to find me a fan brush, or not. I'm pretty spoiled, and I love the same fan brush. I've used the same fan brush and beat it up so bad. I probably should just use this one. I can use this one. This one's new. It's the same brush. But I have a favorite one, and it looks all beat to heck. It's just terrible. I like to water this down a little bit. I'm going to start with the gold. I'm watering it down just a little bit. I need a big base. So why not this one? Okay. New fan brush means I need to get... Are you going to let anything go, or are you just going to hold all the paint, lady? Oh, there we go. Thank God. Oh, this one has got a nice splatter effect to it. I think I found a new favorite brush. Okay. Sorry, I'm missing all the comments. I'm just engaged. Now, I splattered it with the gold. I kind of want to splatter it with the red, the white, and the blue. But not too much. But because this fan brush is new, I don't know what is too much. My other one, I know exactly what kind of pressure I put on it. But I'm just going to go throughout the whole thing and go red, white, and blue. Use whatever paint I have left over. Ooh, that's a nice fan brush. Okay, whatever I got left over. Don't go too much. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then where's the blue? Do I have any more blue left? No more blue? I hate getting to the end and having to pour more paint out, but that's where we're at. So I'm going to give this a nice satin seal. Okay, done. I don't need to go overboard, even though I tend to do that. Okay. She's got some subtle stars in there. Sometimes I wish I could make fabric like this. I need to one day do that. Like, I would make fabric out of that. I would. I'm not going to touch this anymore, even though I want to. But I know I'm going to like do too much to it, because I'm a more is more kind of girl. Satin varnish. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if that was dry. Okay, my hands are dirty. Anybody else a more is more kind of gal? I'm a more is more kind of gal. Okay, whoops. Yeah, let's just do what I normally do and just douse the thing. Okay, it has some red, it has some white, it has some blue, it has some gold. If you are celebrating Canada Day, then you probably just want to do red and white. And if you're from Malta, red and white. Please don't name anymore. If you're from Mexico, just use all the colors you would like. I know the Mexican flag, but I was going to get myself in trouble with any more countries. Tony's like, I'm a more is more kind of gal. Okay. Oh, I am done. I'm going to heat the, I'm not going to heat, I'm just going to heat the tape up. The heat is on. And I'm going to pull it at a 45-degree angle with one hand. Okay, what time is it? 8:27. Probably started about 8 o'clock. Guess what? About 20 minutes to 30 minutes to jump start your creativity is all you need just to do something creative every day. Like, and every day is a little bit of a stretch sometimes. But keeps you in a good, healthy habit. And for me, that means a lot. So where's my pen to sign it? Right here. Aunt Tina, this is going to you. There we go. What do you think? Red, white, and blue.